Welcome back, everybody. We're here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for the moment that everyone has been eagerly anticipating. The official release of the brackets and first round matchups is finally here. The crowds have been building throughout the week as grappling fans descend on Las Vegas for this highly anticipated World Championships. And now that we're on the eve of day one of the Pro Tournament, everyone is here and eagerly waiting for it to start. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kenny Florian. I'll be the Master of Ceremonies today, and I'm here with Ricardo and Mendolia, who will also be sticking around for the post-show after this. But it's finally here, man. What do you think?
2 years in the making, the excitement, the energy in the building, thousands of people all over the world and here at T-Mobile Arena. Let's get to the brackets, Kenny. All right, no more wasting time.
Let's do it, man. I'm with you. All right, so tonight is the night we're finally going to get some clarity on the brackets. The competitors are backstage. We are ready to rock. So let's take a look at what these matchups are going to be. Let's kick this thing off. All right, our first matchup. Alex Enriquez. She'll be taking on Ana Rodriguez. All right, our next matchup for the 55-kilogram division is Margot Ciccarelli. She'll be taking on Jasmine Hosha. For our next matchup, we have Adele Fornerino. She'll be taking on Maisa Bastos. And for our final matchup, we have Brenda Larissa. She'll be taking on Bianca Basilio. All right, let's hear a big round of applause for the competitors of the women's under 55-kilogram division. Thank you, ladies. Next up.
Turn me up, we putting it down. Starting the war, we bringing it sound. With so many strong, as many you're proud. You coming along, then hop in the crowd. I can't tell you what it is, but I can feel the danger. I can feel the danger. Recognize, I can't tell you what it is, but I can feel the danger. I can feel the danger. Synchronized, synchronized. I can feel the danger. Synchronized, synchronized. I can feel the danger. Synchronized, synchronized. I can feel the danger. Synchronized.
All right, next up, we have our men's 66-kilogram division. First up, DeAndre Corbet. He will be facing Fabricio Andre. For our next matchup, we have Garbeg Ibrahimov. He'll be taking on Dorian Olivares. Dorian's not here yet, but that is going to be a great matchup. All right, for our next matchup, we have Ethan Thomas. He'll be taking on Ethan Krellenstein. For our next set of competitors, we have Keith Krikorian. Keith will be taking on Kennedy Maciel. Our next set of competitors, we have Kawab Gabriel. A little bit of miscommunication. We have Kawab Gabriel here. He'll be facing Josh Cisneros. There's the matchup. Our next competitors, we have Ashley Williams. He'll be taking on Diego Pato. All right, we have two competitors that will be facing each other, but they're not here. They won't be coming out for this next one. But it's Owen Jones. He'll be taking on Gabriel Sosa. Oh, they are here. Okay, thank you. Come on up, guys. Bad information. And our next and final matchup, we have Waiking Shu. He'll be taking on the last champ here at ADCC, Diogo Hayes. How's that for a stacked division? That is your men's 66 kilogram division. Give it up. Next up, yet another stacked division. We have the men's 77 kilogram division. First up, Oliver Tassa. You'll be facing off against Davi Ramos. Next up, we have Max Hansen. He'll be taking on Jonatas Gracie. Our next matchup is Alexandre Jesus. He will be taking on the two-time ADCC World Champion, JT Torres. In our next matchup, we have Mateusz Shoshinski. He'll be taking on Gary Tonin. Next up, we have Fabio Caloi. He'll be taking on PJ Barch. Next up, we have Elijah Dorsey. He'll be taking on Dante Leon. Next up is Jeremy Skinner. He will be taking on Wagner Hosha. In our final matchup in the 77-kilogram division, we have Luis Paulo. He'll be taking on Mika Galvao. Give it up for that insane 77-kilogram division. All right, next up, we have the women's 65-kilogram division. We're going to kick things off with this first matchup. We have Ana Vieira. She'll be taking on Amanda Levy. Next up, we have Aurélie Levert. She'll be taking on Helena Kravar. Next up is Morgan Black. She'll be taking on Brianna St. Marie. Our next matchup, we have Suleiman Lowenthal. She'll be taking on Bia Mesquita. We have the brackets behind our 65-kilogram women's division. Give it up.
Yes, I'm getting hyped up. Do a try, all of you losers better move aside. Ain't nothing new, you better put away that foolish pride. You decide now whether you gon' win or lose. Not even a circus clown could even try on and fill my shoes. I be the living proof that I'm the underdog. That the big shots putting all the money on. Above beyond, better watch as I go the distance. I'm always winning when I'm going for the pole position. Are you hyped up? Yes, I'm getting hyped up. Rise up, loud and clear, turn my mic up. High up, gold medals up in my clutch. You better get ready, cause soon the time's up. Are you hyped up? Yes, I'm getting hyped up. Rise up, loud and clear, turn my mic up. High up, gold medals up in my clutch. You better get ready, cause soon the time's up.
All right, let's announce our 88-kilogram men's division. We have Santiri Lillis. And he'll be taking on Gabriel Almeida. Next up, we have Achilles Hosha. And he'll be taking on Jay Rodriguez. Next up, we have Charles Negromonte. It seems like he's not here. He'll be taking on Isaac Michel. Next up, we have Felipe Costa. He'll be taking on Jacob Couch. We have, for our next matchup, we have Taylor Pierman. He'll be taking on Elder Cruz. Next up, we have Chris Wojcik. He'll be facing Josh Hinger. Next we have Ryan Aitken. He'll be taking on Pedro Marinho. Next up, we have Andre Porfirio. And he'll be taking on the 2022 World Champ, Giancarlo Badoni. All right, there's your 88-kilogram division. We'll have the brackets up right now.
Spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you about to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champion's about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champion's about to get down.
All right, next up, we have our under 99-kilogram division. For our first matchup, we have Declan Moody. He'll be taking on Paul Ardilla. Our next matchup, we have Michael Pixley. He'll be taking on Vinicius Ferreira. Next up, we have Alex Grandi. He'll be taking on Patricky Gaudio. Next up, we have Javier Zaruski. He'll be taking on Enrique Ciccone. Next up, we have Daishi Goto. He'll be taking on Roberto Abreu. Our next matchup, we have Eli Braz. And he'll be taking on Rafael Lovato Jr. Our next matchup, we have Marcin Masilowicz. He'll be taking on Nicholas Marigali. And for our final matchup of the division, we have Daniel Schwartz. Taking on a 2022 ADCC World Champion, Kaiden Dwarch. And there is your under 99 kilogram division with the brackets behind them. All right, it's time to announce our 65 and over kilogram division for the women. First up, we have Liz Mitrovic. She'll be facing off against Natalie DeJesus. For our next matchup, we have Maria Rufato. She'll be taking on Kendall Rusing. For our next matchup, we have Nia Blackman. She'll be taking on Rafaela Geddes. And for our final matchup, we have Nikki Lloyd Griffiths. Taking on a 2022 ADCC champion, Amy Campo. Give it up for your women's 65 and over kilogram division. We have the brackets behind you, ladies, as well.
It's a whole lot of energy, I got enough to let it go, to let it go. It's a whole lot of energy off in the squad. We let them know, we let them know. It's a whole lot of energy. They cannot handle the fact that we moving the ball, moving the ball. No need to call them by name, they know who they are. They know who they are. No, we ain't talking no more, cause you know how we coming. You know how we coming. We setting the tone, and that's with a whole lot of energy. It's a whole lot of energy, I got enough to let it go, to let it go. It's a whole lot of energy off in the squad. We let them know, we let them know. It's a whole lot of energy, whole lot of energy. It's a whole lot of energy, whole lot of energy. I'm not backing down, so take a seat and wait for the show. It's a whole lot of energy off in the building, you better know. It's a whole lot of energy, better make room, yeah, for some more. It's a whole lot of energy, whole lot of energy. Got a whole lot of energy, whole lot of energy. I'm not backing down, so take a seat and wait for the show.
Next up, we have our 99 and over kilogram men's division. Our first matchup, we have Heikki Jussila. He'll be taking on John Hansen. Our next matchup, we have Mansour Makhmanov. He'll be taking on Luke Griffith. Our next matchup, we have Mark McQueen. He'll be taking on Daniel Menesoyu. Our next matchup, we have Josh Saunders. He'll be taking on Mike Perez. Next we have Damon Ramos. He'll be taking on our new inductee, Hall of Famer, Vinny Magalhães. Next, we have Haisam Rita. He'll be taking on Victor Honorio. Next up, we have Vince Pizzuto. He'll be taking on Roosevelt Souza. And for our final matchup, we have Brandon Reed. He'll be taking on Felipe Pena. There is your 99 and over kilogram division. And we have your brackets behind you. And now, it's our Saturday super fight. We have Felipe Pena up there. And coming out right now is Gordon Ryan. But wait, there's more. There's one more matchup for our multiple-time gold medalist and super fight champion, Gordon Ryan. Coming out next is Yuri Simoe. There is your super fight for Sunday. Give it up for all the competitors, guys. Ricardo Amendolia. Just ridiculous brackets. What are you thinking, man?
Insane. Kenny, 2 years in the making. These matches are explosive. I can't wait to see this all go down. We're gonna break down the matches shortly. Before we do that, let's run through a schedule of tomorrow's programming. So tomorrow, the World Championship pre-show is gonna start at 9:45 a.m. Pacific time. The opening ceremony will be at 10 a.m. The men's first round at 10:45. Quarterfinals will be around 1:45. And Gordon Ryan versus Felipe Pena will go down finally tomorrow at 4:45 Pacific Standard Time.
All right, Ricardo, so just crazy stuff, man. What are some of the matches that stick out to you right now?
I mean, I'm looking at the young guns. I'm looking at the guys that are making names on the trials, and they've been here at ADCC before. Some have not. One match that really stands out for me, Jay Rodriguez, Achilles Hosha. That's got fireworks all over it. There's a ton of matches, but that one in particular, I think a lot of people can't wait to see it go down.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one of the ones that stand out to me. But again, just crazy. 2 super fights for Gordon Ryan, a bunch of stacked divisions. We finally have our answers of who's going to face who. We have the lineup of the brackets. I can't wait, man.
Yeah, the brackets, you know, we've been waiting for the show to start. All the athletes have been anxious. We finally got to see them with big delays, but some of these matches are just insane. We got young guns like Dorian Oliveras in the 66. You know, the women's divisions, dream matchups like Maisa Bastos versus Adeli Fornarino. Just top to bottom, this is one of the most craziest ADCCs I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, so we still have the post show to do. We're going to do some more breaking down, so... Yep, again, you know, let's start with the 66 kilogram men's division, man. What do we got? We got 55. Sorry, let's start with the 55 kilogram women's division. A lot of great matchups, man. What do you think about that first one? Bianca Basilio, former champ.
Bianca Basilio, former champ, one of my favorite female grapplers out there. She's always got a smile on her face, yet she's breaking legs and breaking arms on the mat. She's ferocious, coming out of Almeida Jiu-Jitsu in Sao Paulo against Brenda Larissa, you know, Alliance Jiu-Jitsu, formerly with Melky Galvão Jiu-Jitsu. Sick matchup. Can't wait to see that. Bianca has a ton of experience here at ADCC. She debuted at 2017, so she's been competing at ADCC quite some time now. On the opposite side of that bracket, you got Ana Rodriguez, A-Rod versus Alex Rodriguez. On the farther side, you got Maisa Bastos versus Adeli Fornarino, which we mentioned earlier. This one is going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think this is a better weight class for Maisa as well. I think this definitely fits her weight a lot better, and she's just so exciting to watch, man.
Yeah, last time she was here, I think she was fighting Pia Mesquita in the division. So now she's in a weight class that best suits her with a very, very aggressive Adeli Fornarino. I've seen them fight in the Brasileiros. That wasn't the key. This is a whole different ballpark here with ADCC. Maisa not afraid to go up in weight. She fought Brianna St. Marie once. But then on the opposite side of that bracket, we got Jasmine Rocha from the Rocha, the Fighting Rocha family, daughter of Wagner Rocha. Man, she's had awesome performances at the trials in Brazil, in USA, and she will be taking on Margot Ciccarelli, you know, Art of Jiu-Jitsu student. Margot just showing such a beautiful game. Gi, no gi, she won at the trials. She'll be taking on Jasmine, first round of that division. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, just a crazy, crazy division for sure. And I expect some upsets in that division, I think.
This is ADCC. This is where upsets happen. This is where people make their names. This is where the underdogs, you know, establish themselves in this sport. So anything can happen. It's wide open. I just can't wait to see it all go down.
Yeah, no question. All right, let's move on to the next division. We have the women's under 65 kilogram division. And our first matchup, Ricardo, Pia Mesquita.
Lita Goat, she's back.
Yep.
She took a little break from grappling and jiu-jitsu. She's been focusing on MMA, but Pia Mesquita, make no mistake about it, she's one of the greatest female grapplers of all time. Gi, no gi, trying to make the transition to MMA. She's won ADCC before. She's been here multiple times. Ton of experience. Just an explosive, submission-oriented game. Now training at American Top Team. Let's see. I'm interested to see how much her wrestling has progressed at ATT. And, you know, on the opposite side, across from her, Brianna St. Marie going against Mo Black. That's a match potentially. I've been looking forward to see if Brianna can beat Mo and Bia can beat Sulla, and they eventually meet in the finals. That's a dream match right there. But Mo Black, very tough, holds wins over Helena Cravar. This should be an interesting match, her and Brianna St. Marie stylistically.
Yeah, absolutely, and Brianna has a ton of experience. But we have another youngster here at ADCC, Helena Cravar.
Helena Cravar, the jiu-jitsu world is buzzing about this prodigy. Now training at New Wave Jiu-Jitsu for the last few years. Helena Cravar just goes for submissions, walks out on the mats, big smile, submitting girls in under 40 seconds or less. Just an unbelievable competitor, but this is the big show. Let's see how she performs under the pressure. The bright lights here at ADCC against Aurelie Laverne. You know, very, very tough fight. We got the opposite side of the bracket. We forgot to mention we got Amanda Levy against Ana Carolina Vieira. Are you kidding me? Awesome match.
Yeah, just crazy matchups top to bottom, no question about it. All right, let's move on to the next stacked division. We have our over 65 kilogram division, and we got to start with our last champion, Amy Campo. What do you expect from her this year?
Amy Campo has shown such a diverse, entertaining jiu-jitsu style, defeating Gabby Garcia here at the last ADCC, winning gold at ADCC. She's coming into this. This is where she lives in Vegas, I believe, so this is her backyard. This should be hers to win, but Nikki Lloyd Griffiths is a very, very tough competitor. On the opposite side of that bracket, they got Nacheli Jesus versus Liz Mitrovic, so very, very tough path for Amy Campo for the gold. You see the video there here, defeating Gabby Garcia last time, almost submitted her with an armbar. Amazing match. But Amy Campo, as I said, beautiful jiu-jitsu style, Zenith jiu-jitsu. She could take takedowns, she could do submissions, she could do it all. Opposite side, we got Rafaela Guedes from Atos Jiu-Jitsu from Manaus, Brazil. One of the most aggressive female grapplers. She comes, she brings the porrada all the way from the Amazon, and she's got Nia Blackman first round.
Absolutely, and she possesses excellent takedowns, which are critical for the ADCC rule set.
Last match there, Kendall Rusing against Maria Ruffalo. I know Kendall wants that match with Rafaela Guedes, and Kendall is looking for this ADCC title. She's been, you know, she got injured last ADCC, but she's on path to recovery. She's been competing a little bit here and there, taking it easy, doing the right things, but she's here to try to get that gold. Could it be Kendall and Amy in the final? I don't know, but I want to see it happen.
All right, I want to move on to what I think is one of the hardest divisions. If you're trying to pick a winner out of the 66 kilogram men's division, good luck. I mean, it's absolutely stacked.
Yeah, we have the usual suspects. You know, we got Diogo Hayes, we got Kennedy Maciel, we got Gabriel Souza, we got Pato, but we got these new kids on the block like Dorian Oliveras, Owen Jones, DeAndre Corbe, Joao Gabriel, you name it. We have the best competitors here at 66 kilo. I can't pick this division. It's insane.
Yeah, there's just so much talent there. So dynamic. A lot of guys that could take it home, but that guy, he might be the favorite.
Yeah, we got Baby Shark, Diogo Hayes making his return to ADCC. He's got a tough first matchup. Winner of that will be facing the winner, Fabricio Andre, DeAndre Corbier. Fabricio Andre, former teammate of Diogo Hayes. So there's going to be a little extra spice on that one there. And then, you know, other side of the bracket, we got Josh Cisneros, Joao Gabriel facing the winner, Kennedy Maciel and Keith Krikorian. Farther side of the bracket, we got Gabriel Souza versus Owen Jones. Love this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Gabriel Souza is a guy you do not want to sleep on. Has a really well-rounded game, very aggressive, and he was so excited to come out here. Actually came out here, and his name wasn't even called. That's how excited he was.
He said, Gabriel, that's me. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, we got, you know, the winner of this is going to be taking on the winner of Dorian Oliveras and Garabeg Imrabegov, and we got Diego Pato on the other side versus Ash Williams. Ethan Krelstein versus Ethan Thomas. But I think all eyes are on Pato. Yeah. A lot of people are looking at this guy to either win the division or get to the finals. Absolutely. He's got a submission win over Diogo Hayes recently, so he's coming in with a lot of momentum to ADCC once again. But he's got Ash Williams, a good leg locker. Battle of leg lockers, Brazil versus Europe here at ADCC.
Pato is a big-time problem. Again, silver medalist in 2022. Keep your eyes on that man right there. All right, I want to welcome in our tournament organizer, Mo Jassa. Mo, first of all, amazing job putting this all together. How are you feeling? I mean, you're probably exhausted at this point.
I'm on life support right now, but I know tomorrow when the matches start, my adrenaline's just going to go through the roof.
There we go.
I know you're tired, and I know it's been a lot of work, but I know you as a fan seeing all these matches. I could see you, the smile on your face, ear to ear. You're super excited, Mo. You could tell.
This was the most fun I've ever had doing brackets, I'm going to say. It took me forever, to be honest. Like, normally I can do them in 30 minutes. This took me 5 hours to go through it. It was incredibly difficult.
Yeah, my goodness. I mean, just going through the rankings and coming up with that, I mean, how does that process work for you?
So generally speaking, what I normally do is I'll take the previous ADCC results, whoever got top 4, and I normally seed it like that. There are some outliers. For example, Wagner Hosha dropping to 77, got pushed to a 2 seed because he's a multiple-time medalist. He got bronze last time in the 88 division. And then I start to fill in the teammates and just work around. It's just, I look at it and try to make sense of it.
Okay, so if the 66 kilogram division wasn't difficult enough to come up with rankings, we have another one. We have the 77 kilogram division, just ridiculous amount of talent in there. And of course, it probably starts, we got to start with Mika Galvão, right?
That's it. We have an opportunity for a new champion this year, and all eyes are on Mika Galvão. I think it's safe to say that he is the favorite for this division. But man, he has his hands full. He's got Davi Ramos, he's got Gary Tonin, he's got PJ Barch on the side of his bracket. Anything could happen there. On the opposite side, Wagner Rocha going down, getting a spot for his son in the 88. We got Jonathan Gracie on that side, Dante Leon, JT Torres. What, are you kidding me? So many good matches that we could see here at the 77 kilo division. But we talk about Wagner Rocha, a guy that's been here so many times before, Mo Jassim. What do you think Wagner's chances are of kind of going in a new back to 77 and to getting on that podium again?
I mean, one thing I would never do is count out Wagner Hosha. He has a lot of experience in ADCC. He knows the rule set. He got bronze last time in 88.
You don't see the video,
and,
by the way.
you know, I think he's going to be a tough guy to take out, especially at 77. He's going to definitely be one of the bigger guys in the division.
Yeah, we got, like as you mentioned, we got Wagner Rocha, we got Dante Leon, we got so many guys that have been here, had stellar performances, big upsets. Dante Leon, especially one of them, defeated Lucas Lepre years ago, you know, as a young Canadian, just doing an amazing job back here at ADCC. And Gary Tonin's back. How exciting is that?
One of the most exciting grapplers in the world. I think many people would agree. Always puts on a show, and he just goes for it. So I really do like this matchup of Gary versus Mateusz Szynski stylistically, and I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, Szynski, who's really good with his leg attacks, right? But he's going against Gary Tonin, who seems to be invincible to them. Like, he just can't be submitted when it comes to footlocks and leg locks. So that is going to be a fantastic matchup. But let's move on to the next division. We have the 88 kilogram division.
Yeah, we got Giancarlo Bodoni, the current 88 kilogram division champion, making his return. He's got his hands full with Andre Porfirio. Gabriel Almeida, amazing run at the Brazilian trials, which is something that's very important for the competitors. Get their experience at the trials, at the opens. Gabriel Almeida is one of those guys. Winner of taking on potentially the winner of Elder Cruz and Taylor Perman. Jacob Couch finally makes his ADCC debut, and he's got Felipe Costa. We'll look at the opposite side, Pedro Mourinho against Ryan Aiken. Love this match stylistically. We got J-Rod and Achilles Osha, the one I talked about earlier on.
Just ridiculous.
Josh Hinger, a lot of experience here at ADCC against Chris Wosik. And Isaac Michel versus Charles Negromonte. Which match is sticking out to you the most here, Mo?
I'm not going to lie. I think J-Rod versus Achilles is a match we all want to see. Stylistically, you got two guys who never back down, and they both try to break their opponents. So I think that one is just going to be an all-out war.
And how about Giancarlo Bodoni, who came in 2022, you know, I guess maybe a little bit unheralded. You know, a lot of people kind of maybe had him as a dark horse, but he came in and looked unbelievable and showed a game that is really dangerous everywhere.
Yeah, Bodoni's game is, it's like very precise.
Yes.
And he pulled off a lot of upsets. He got, you know, he had his match in the finals with Hulk, who they've competed several times before. But Bodoni at the last ADCC was something else. Just an amazing competitor. Be interesting to see a potential rematch with him and Pedro Mourinho.
Yes.
You know, they fought at who's number one, so that would be interesting to see here at ADCC at this rule set under the bright lights.
Yeah, I mean, Mourinho is one of those guys. He's really tough to take down. He's built just like a brick, you know what I mean? And he's just tough to submit. He's always going to be there. He's a true competitor. Had one of the most intense stare downs over there, Mel, right? Am I right or what?
I mean, Pedro just always goes for it. He's got a nasty guillotine. I was there in Brazil for the trials. He looked phenomenal, and he just has a lot of confidence in himself. And you know, let's see what he does. But it's going to be interesting with Giancarlo. Like you said, Kenny, no one predicted him, you know, winning. I didn't either. But it's much harder to defend a title than win a title.
That's
true. Everyone's going to be gunning for him. So it'll be interesting to see what his game plan is.
All right, let's get into the next bracket. 99 kilos. Kainan Duarte, two-time champion, is back. He's got, on the opposite side of the bracket, Marigali. Let's be honest, that's the match everyone wants to see in this division, but he's got his hands full. On the other side, we got Cyborg, we got Henrique Ciccone, we got Javier Zaruski, the man who was calling out Gordon Ryan left and right. You know, so many interesting matches. Lovato, he's calling this his last dance. I think he's still going to be fighting for another 2 ADCCs. I don't believe him, but Lovato's here. We got Pixley, insane wrestler from Team Pedigo Submission Fighting, Mount Vernon in the house. Can't wait to see some of these matches.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think Kainan really shines in this kind of format and just shines overall in tournament settings. And he looked like he was coming in here in tremendous shape. Him against Marigali in the final could very well be the case, but there are a lot of great competitors in there, no question about it.
It's going to be interesting as well because Cyborg is dropping down for the first time to -99. He's someone who has a lot of experience. He's an absolute champion, and, you know, you can never count him out.
Yeah, it looks like he's in tremendous shape. This is the lightest he's been in a very, very long time. Absolutely ripped.
Yeah, a stacked bracket, 99 kilos, as we said. You know, I think Marigali's been calling his shots. A lot of people want to see him in this division. They want to see the rematch with him and Kainan. But we also want to see Marigali, guys like him, guys like Kainan in the absolute. We'll get to that a little bit later. But it's just going to be an awesome ADCC once again. Congratulations. Mo Jassim doing an amazing job with the brackets. It's just insane. Every match here could go either way, and this could absolutely change. The beauty of ADCC is the favors don't always win. The underdogs shine sometimes under the bright lights and just changes the sport entirely.
I mean, let's be honest here. We're going to see it tomorrow and Sunday. Some names are going to go and have a breakout performance, and they're going to be instant stars, and that's what ADCC can do. It can create stars, and, you know, you have upsets, and it's going to be interesting who rises up to the occasion this weekend and makes a name for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's move on to the big boys. We have the over 99 kilogram division, and I believe they're going to kick things off tomorrow, Mo.
Correct. We're going to start with the 99 plus division and work our way down, so we'll start with the big boys to get the party started.
Yeah, 99 kilogram division, Felipe Pena's in. You know, Gordon Ryan's out, Felipe Pena's in, and they're facing off tomorrow in the super fight. But this is going to be awesome. It would be great to see Felipe Pena against young Brandon Reed. Brandon's had a lot of ADCC Opens experience. Winner of that match facing on the winner of John Hansen, Halki Jusula. We got Vinny Magalash there, the Hall of Famer. He's got Damon Ramos, Mike Perez. He's been to ADCC a few times, Mo Jassim.
I mean, he's a guy you can't count out. He won the West Coast Trials, which is arguably the hardest ADCC trials, with a 60% submission rate. So if you're doing that against these guys who are 250 plus, and he has a lot of experience, and defensively he's very good. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with those massive weight discrepancies.
Yeah, looking at the other side, we got Roosevelt Souza against Vince Pizzuto. I like this match. Roosevelt Souza, he's got the equivalent of like a knockout punch with his knee bars. He can submit anyone with a leg lock, very nasty. Vince Pizzuto out of B team. Then Luke Griffith versus Mansour, taking on the winner of Victor Honorio versus Haisam Rita. Love that match, very different stylistic.
Yep.
And then we got Big Dan Manasau against Mark McQueen. Any matches really stick out here for you, Mo?
I mean, to be honest, I do think Victor Honorio and Heisem is just, those are two guys who just don't back down. So they're going to be in the center, and the referees better be ready for that one.
And we could have a new wave semifinal. Luke Griffith and Daniel Minisoyu could face off in the semifinals potentially. Two guys that are young and very, very good.
That was a new change we did for this ADCC. So teammates now will meet in the semifinals instead of the quarterfinals. So if you look at all the teammates, now they're going to meet much later.
So that's it for the divisions. We got the super fight, Gordon Ryan versus Felipe Pena. We finally made it happen. It's going to be happening tomorrow. And then on Sunday, this is the main super fight, Gordon Ryan versus Yuri Samoes. Yuri's been chomping on the bit to get to Gordon. He's been training really hard in New Jersey. He went to a new camp now. He's very dedicated. He's very big, and he wants this match with Gordon really bad.
I mean, there's a reason he's a three-time champion. You know, you don't become a three-time ADCC champion as a fluke. The one thing about Yuri, he has the utmost confidence. He's not going to be intimidated. So I think he's going to come out very aggressive on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely, and very, very motivated for that matchup.
Correct.
So, guys, this is it for the bracket show. Mo Jassam, congratulations once again. This was an amazing bracket setup. The venue looks amazing. We all know ADCC is going to shine this weekend, and it's going to be an awesome weekend of submission grappling. Before we log off, final thoughts. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Kenny Florian. You did an amazing job all day today. Let's just hit to the schedule. Tomorrow, once again, the World Championship pre-show starts at 9:45. The opening ceremony at 10 a.m. The men's first round will begin at 10:45. Quarterfinals will kick off at 1:45, and the super fight will be at 4:45 between Gordon Ryan versus Felipe Pena. And we're signing off from T-Mobile. This is the 2024 ADCC World Championship presented by FloGrappling. We'll see you guys tomorrow.